Hey guys, thanks for stopping in. This is our quick little video or check-in with the Trans Am 71 Trans Am, our small scale build for February. This is a 32nd scale by Atlantis. This is Monday the 7th. Actually, it's Sunday. Well, it's after midnight, so it's Monday the 7th. This first week, we've got our chassis done in the red oxide that was redone. I didn't like the way that had come out the first time. The coverage was a little goofy on it. So we redid that. I've got the suspension mocked up on here. Starting to pick out some stuff with paint, just brush painting in. With these cars, there's good detail, but it's all in sections, so you're picking stuff out by hand and just freehanding stuff in. Our rear springs. We're working on the fuel tank around the edges and then up by the straps. Our front suspension's done, blacked out. The steering linkage is done in a flat steel. So we'll have our front subframe to do yet. The underside of the engine and the transmission mount. Then our stuff on our rear axle, the sway bar, center section, axle tube, stuff like that. So a lot of hand painting yet to come. We've got some black thinned out to go over the front's subframe. So we've got a little black for that. Hopefully it lays out nice. It should. We don't have to see any brush strokes in it or anything stupid like that. Front core support, again, that's blacked out. Radiator. Top of our engine's all done. That carburetor, the manifolds, fuel pump, distributor, transmission and bell housing. Alternator's done back there. Again, that's all little stuff, fiddly painting. Big part of what we did this week was the body work. The right front fender, if you guys recall, I'd said it looked like it had flash on it. Well, it wasn't flash. It was where there wasn't enough plastic material on the front of the fender, so it wasn't very much. What we did was I just sanded that back to where it was uniform, and then gave it some shape to follow the front bumper around. If you notice, there's pencil lead mark at the very bottom of that fender. I put some pencil lead on there, and then was able to watch how much I was sanding off and what shape it was taking. Now it does bring the front end back a little bit on the passenger side, enough to where I did have to take a little bit, just a hair off the front of the hood on the passenger side. But it's not enough to notice it when it's all together. I've mocked it up, and it doesn't look bad at all. You can't notice it, and I don't believe it will mess with our stripe over the hood. So had it been a bigger car, I probably would have laid strip styrene in there and contoured the outside of the fender and the front of the fender. But being like this, I was able to just get it uniform looking and then fix the hood. So that's about it, guys. It's coming along. Now this is the 7th, so this week we'll be working on finishing up the base, the chassis, and more or less getting it the engine in and getting it up on wheels, so to speak, so we can fit our shaker hood. Like I said, see what if it's got to go, the shaker pieces got to go up or down, or if it's good where it sits. Because then the next week I'd like to start on the body work and get some interior, the big stuff painted in the interior. Then we'll need to paint, pick out, paint the underhood and pick out those details, get it cleared, decals and stuff. The stripe, if we're going to do, which I want to do just like box art, like the cameo white with a lucerne blue stripe. I've got some blue to mix up and then spray out to do the shaker scoop, and we'll have to spray that out over white and gray and see what looks good and what doesn't. So, alrighty guys, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate everyone. If you dig it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to say anything, just down in the comments below. It's always appreciated. I read them all. And we'll check in next time. Thanks again.